I don't know why it sounds like I'm saying Matt McClung. I know it's Mac McClung, so bear with me. Here's another tidbit about Mac McClung that I didn't, know. Mac was facing a dilemma this summer. He could have gone to Fenerbahce in Turkey or the Shanghai Sharks in China, and Fenerbahce is one of the top clubs in Europe, and he could have made millions of dollars, way more what he's making right now, and he would have joined, like Jonathan Motley, Nigel Hayes Davis, Carson Edwards, Nick Calathis, and Scotty Wilpkin, all guys who are making millions of dollars and flourishing there. But he passed up on that opportunity to take, basically less than six figures to chase the NBA. So back to the video. Look, Matt McClung disrespect needs to stop. And I mean this more from the old heads because the commentators were just disrespecting the hell out of Matt McClung, acting like they didn't know who he was. And I understand old balls maybe not knowing him, but even casual NBA fans, if you keep up with just social media, you've known who Matt McClung was since he was in high school. And this is a guy who went to Georgetown, all right? He wanted to go to Georgetown because he wanted to build his own legacy. Didn't work out there, goes to Texas Tech, balls out. It was a better fit for him. And obviously, as you guys know, he went undrafted, played in the G League, and Phil Handy really worked with him and told him, hey, you play more like a combo guard, but with your size and your athleticism, you need to play more like a point guard. And with the South Bay Lakers, he really worked on his ball handling, his passing ability. He was a guy who averaged, I think he won Rookie of the Year in the G League, averaged 21 and 7, 7 assists, almost 6 rebounds a game, shot 38% from 48% from the field, and got called up to the Bulls at the end of the season. Same thing with the Lakers play. And then this past season, he's been on the Delaware Bluecoats, a affiliate of the 76ers, and he's been putting up 19 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists, and shooting 41% from 3, 49, almost 50% from the field. And this guy getting, about a steal a game. And we all know he's an athletic freak, and he just signed a two-way contract right before the All-Star weekend. And the disrespect needs to stop. This is a guy who he's talked about in an interview with Shams Charania. He could have gone overseas. He could be making a bunch of money. I mean, Shane Larkin's out there, basically almost an MVP, one of the best players in Turkey and all of Europe. Matt McClung could be a very rich and successful guy overseas, but he wants the NBA. And he did a great job in the dunk contest. Yeah, I've been watching the dunk contest. My first one I can vividly remember was either when Nate Robinson won or when Dwight Howard beat Nate Robinson. It's one or the other. I've been watching the dunk contest for a while. I mean, this has been better, one of the better ones in a while. But I think it was really fun. It was really fun, and he wants to come back. But I think it's crazy to see how Matt McClung is a guy who he's been all over the place. Okay. And he's a guy that if you had seen his high school mixtape that has like millions of views, he's just grinded and grinded. And I think people don't realize how what a nightmare it is to be in the G League. It's 6-hour layovers, you take bus rides, and you're going to like Sioux Falls, South Dakota. And he played 41 games for the South Bay Lakers, like I aforementioned, 7 games in the Summer League before the 2021 NBA season with the Los Angeles Lakers. Appeared 1 game for the Windy City Bulls, had a late season call-up, had a 2-game cameo for the Team USA World Cup qualifying match, had a 7 Summer League games with the Lakers and the Golden State Warriors, training camp and solo preseason appearance with the Warriors, and he traveled to Japan before being waived. Over the past 2 seasons, McClung, who's 24, has approximately been to 30 cities, 3 countries. Sometimes he's played in multiple locations in the same area, G League gym, NBA arena, for instance, in the span of a few days. And he's played, and with over 150 teammates. And he's learned that he's had to be comfortable with being uncomfortable. He's had 10 head coaches, including Steve Kerr. And Golden State, after they cut McClung, Steve Kerr said he believes he's an NBA player. They just couldn't keep him because they had Ty Jerome, who was more of a pass-first point guard who was going to fit their system better. And this is a guy who's shown that he's going to stick around in the NBA. So I just think the Matt McClung disrespect needs to stop. That's just my opinion.